So, I guess I've been doing work for several years now, responding to the global war on terror and U.S.-Pakistan relations. In the piece and exhibition, well, I have a few. I have hand and machine embroideries and this floor drawing that you see on the screen. And that floor drawing is responding to drone attacks that were repeating in 2011. Oh, am I? Oh, where do I start? Was I muted or I got confused? I'm not muted, right? Anymore. Okay. So in 2011, they were kind of at the peak under the Obama administration, and these attacks are occurring mainly along the Pakistan-Afghanistan border. So you probably have heard, maybe familiar with terms like AFPAC. That's kind of merging the region into one, though it's different countries, and I wanted to kind of honor the names of the dead that I found through my research. There's an online archive by a group of journalists in Britain and lawyers as well that have been documenting the drone attacks since 2004. So wherever they can, they will link news reports to the names that have been identified or other types of documentation from families on the ground. So I for this show, did a writing, an in-progress writing of the names of victims since 2011, males, females, and children. And the list is largely males and children. But what I kind of layered the names upon each other in a circular format, and it's in cursive writing because I felt like writing in cursive was a little bit illustrated of Islamic calligraphy, or there are some visual links, so I kind of exaggerated the cursive to make those links as well, and kind of reclaiming calligraphy as also a female art form, because largely it's been overshadowed by males in the culture as well. But I definitely see links. At first I was thinking like, oh, how can I make people think about drone warfare or drone deaths at this time, right? But I see current links because I feel like these are, you know, invisible bodies and mournable bodies in a way. And you know, we've heard our political leaders talk about whose bodies to save in this crisis, and that there's value with the bodies of the young versus the elderly and such nonsense. So I saw that kind of clear parallel with this work and kind of the national dialogue around you know, body counts with COVID-19 and who to save, really, who to prioritize, who's helped to prioritize. And shall we go to the embroideries or Jan's work? And then, so these embroideries are kind of a more response to domestically what's been happening in terms of the conscious surveillance of communities of color. And I was thinking about the rise of surveillance since the war on terror in the Muslim community. So this idea of being watched in kind of my everyday benign moments, and these have been done by a machine embroidery, and the my elder son is featured in all these embroideries, the machine ones, and the title of the series is "The Suspect is My Son." And I felt that as I saw him kind of grapple with toddlerhood and wanting, you know, security and comfort, I thought that was an interesting parallel to these kind of nationalistic ideas of what security means, or this kind of false sense of security that we've been given by the government as well.